in terms of a project, I like to just read it objectively. I don't want to put anything on it. I don't, I just want to know understand the story. I want to understand the tone. I want to understand what's the map of the story? How is it flowing out? What is my part in it? How do I support the telling of the story? And then that's the first pass, just to get an understanding of the world that we're playing in.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Alex DeLerma, and this is the Cinema Gym. If these videos are helping you and you want to see some more, please like, subscribe, comment. Let's keep this thing going. So you said to me on the phone, actors are filmmakers too.
True.
Talk a little bit about that. What does that mean?
Well, for me, that means that as an actor in this medium that we're in, it only benefits you to know all sides of the process, whether it's behind the camera, sound, lighting, writing the script, directing. The more information that you have, the more understanding that you have, the more respect that you have for all the jobs that go into that process, it only makes you a better actor, a more grounded actor, and all the things that happen around you, because a lot of people only see the finished product.
Right.
We see this, and that's it. You don't see the 20 or 30 other people who were behind the scenes.
100%.
So if you have an understanding of that, an awareness of that, it helps your process. It makes you, I think it makes you a better artist.
What was the first time that you dipped your toe into one of the other departments, and then that elevated your acting, or you noticed, that was good for me?
Well, that's interesting. I'll say this. The first time that I became aware of that was actually when I started acting, which was I did theater first, and so my mentors were pretty old school with the understanding of, you need to know how to build a set, you need to know how to run rig lights, you need to know how to sound design, you need to understand what all of these things are. To see if, one, if you have an interest, one, and two, so that you have an understanding, because it supports what you do.
Yeah.
And so that just kind of carried itself into the film world for me.
Interesting. Wow.
So it's
Do you know how rare that is?
No.
Do you know how rare that is?
No, I don't. I don't actually.
Most people, when and I came from the theater too. That when I showed up, I'm ready for my close-up, baby. I could have cared less. I was ignorant. And to this day, I tell my students, don't miss an opportunity to get to know all the crew on a first name basis. Yeah. Guess what? The crew's going to have your back.
No, yeah.
And I'll often suggest to my students, hey, when you're on set, you're naturally going to flock to your tribe. You're going to have lunch or dinner with the fellow actors.
Right.
If the crew seem like they don't mind you around, spend time with them, soak up information from them. You'll learn from them. Yeah.
And also with that, they'll look out for you.
Yes.
Because I can't tell you, I was recurring on All American, and one of the best experiences I've had professionally, because you believe that everyone in the crew, it's such a family unit, they all talk to each other, they all know each other, and if there's something's a little off, believe that it affects everything that you do. Yes. So if you have a great rapport with everyone, I don't think I had a negative experience on that show at all. I had a great experience, but it was very important to me that, hey, how you doing? Good morning. That just goes a long way.
Absolutely.
And it makes it for a situation where there's a level of comfort, there's a mutual respect, and you don't have to worry about getting that odd shot that makes you look bad, because they're going to be looking out for you. Right. If you know who the DP is, you know who the camera operator is, they'll look out for you. And I'm not just talking about a superficial kind of like, I'm getting I'm gonna connect with you because I want you to do something
No,
for me.
no, no,
It's
no, 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 no.
you're a human being. I'm a
Yeah,
human being. We're
yeah.
all a part of this thing to get this thing done.
100%.
So if the interaction and the vibe is positive with everyone you're working with, it makes the process so much easier.
I'm not an actor anymore, but I was asked by a friend to appear in this feature that he's doing. The day one, the DP, I just waited, I listened, they blocked it, and they're like, okay, now we're moving the camera. We're gonna get the guy in the back seat of the car. I'm in the driver's seat, and I'm like, hey, is it a clean single or is it dirty? And then, so immediately, he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's dirty. So now I'm like, okay, I would have replicated the things I'm doing anyway with the knife and picking my fingers and all the business I came up with.
Yeah.
But now I want to make sure that I match. And so I noticed that he was like, all right, he's trying to help me out.
Exactly.
Exactly. And from his point of view, he's a real camera actor.
Right.
Which goes back to what you're talking about. Learn a little bit about what other people are doing. You don't have to know how to light a scene. You don't need to know what lens they should be using.
Right.
You know,
But you might want to know what it is so you know how. Yeah.
If you want to go Tom Cruise, go Tom Cruise, right? I mean,
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
are you
There's nothing
kidding?
wrong with that. Yeah.
He doesn't have a directing credit.
Right.
But trust me.
Oh yeah.
Trust me.
Oh yeah. Oh,
He's
yeah.
probably gone,
Maybe,
no,
what
let's do
about
this as a walk and talk.
Right.
So,
for sure.
Know what a walk and talk is.
Yeah.
Know what a master is. Know what a medium is. Know what a group shot is. Know what a close-up, an extreme close-up. If you just know those basics. I love what you said about the theater and that you carried it over because you knew. When you're looking at a script, are you coming at it from, okay, let's hold off on what I want to do here, or say, are you coming at it from what was the writer's intention for this scene, and what's the intention for my character? What's he supposed to be providing?
I like when there's time. Of course, there's always the thing if you have the luxury of time to read the entire script, and I love to read the entire script. And in terms of a project, I like to just read it objectively. I don't want to put anything on it. I don't, I just want to know understand the story. I want to understand the tone. I want to understand what's the map of the story. How is it flowing out? What is my part in it? How do I support the telling of the story? And then that's the first pass, just to get an understanding of the world that we're playing in.
Yeah.
The second time through, I'll read through just to get an understanding. Okay, so what is specifically is my function in this story? If I'm not number one. If I'm supporting number one, then how do I do that? What is the thing that I need to do to make sure that they get everything that they need? What's my intention? What's my objective? All the basic things as actors that we have to do going to the process. And then once I do that, I don't even start memorizing until the third, because I want to understand. I need to have an understanding here and here and here of what's happening in this world and what this story is. What am I trying to convey?
Yeah.
What am I bringing to this? And also, why is this scene happening?
That, boy, talk about actors or filmmakers too. I think that the thing that you just articulated, the shots and the things I was talking about are important too. But I think that's the macro right there. And of course it comes from the theater, but I think often those basics get lost sometimes with sort of the glamour or the, you're the center of the universe. Once you're there on camera, if you're first or second or third on the call sheet,
right. I know that it matters. It does matter. But at a certain point, that's not going to help you. Because you still have to do your job.
Yeah.
You still have to produce. You still have to be present. You still have to bring that thing to your work. And so that at that point, the number, if you're one is not better than 24 on this on the sheet. Yeah. Honestly, at that point. Yeah. It's like, because that 24th person might come in and completely blow the number one out because they were present, they did their work, and they were just open to whatever needed to happen in that moment. And so for me, I try to not let that become a part of my process, because I'm there to serve the story, not my ego, not any of that stuff. None of that matters, because the funny thing is, like, it won't translate. And if it does translate, for some reason, you'll watch it. It's like, yeah, I don't. That they didn't feel instantly they were connected to anything that was happening, because it was, sometimes it's like it's all about them and their the hierarchy on the call sheet, and it's at a certain point it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. You just come in ready to work, ready to tell your part of the story, to contribute to the story,
and really understanding the story as a whole, as you had said.
Yeah.
That then informs your choices, and you can check yourself and go, well, I want to do this because it's flashy,
but
y'all look super cool,
right?
But there's 3 alpha males in the room, and I'm not the super cool one. That's not my job. He's supposed to be the super cool one.
Exactly.
So what am I doing here? No, I need to stay in this. Yeah.
I got to stay locked in and keyed in. Yeah, got to stay keyed in here and understand that this part of the story, this is, even if it's some like coverage, right? There's some actors who don't like to stay there for the other actor's coverage.
Yeah.
And and my thing about that is, like, personally, if the other actor does not want to be there for the coverage, I'm not going to force them to be there for the coverage. For my coverage, sorry.
Yeah.
I know that for me, my work ethic is, I'm going to be 100% here for you. And if you're not going to be there, that's fine. I still got to deliver.
And not only present, but giving them 100%,
Exactly.
even though you're off camera.
Exactly.
And I'm sorry for interrupting.
No. Yeah. It's fine. It's just like, because it's always interesting. It's like, and again, I'm not knocking anyone who decides, hey, I need to not be here for this.
Right.
But I know that for me, as an artist, as a human being, that for this to work, I need to be 100% there. Yeah. For you, and for me, and for the entire production. That's how it works.
You always hear, Nicholson. I've heard multiple stories where people would say, I think, recently departed Carl Reiner, rest in peace, talked about working with Nicholson and Tom Cruise on A Few Good Men. And he said, that long speech he has in the courtroom, and it takes a lot of energy, and he's booming it out. And Carl Reiner asked him, he goes, hey, Jack, so do you want me to get your close-up first, or you want me to get in your medium, or how you feel you're ready to work? And he's like, let's go ahead and just shoot everybody else's reaction first, Carl. I'm going to do it. And Carl Reiner went, oh, okay. So because Nicholson is also a filmmaker. He started with, Roger Corman, thank you.
Okay, yeah.
So, see, Nicholson was smart, because he gave 100%. So then when he's yelling at Tom Cruise and, like, who's going to defend this nation? You, and he's just going off. Carl Reiner said, oh, everybody, all the people that we were just getting their reactions, that was that magic first time, and they're feeling his power.
Right.
And then Reiner was like, I was afraid, like, how do you do any better than that? He goes, same thing. It's like, turn it around. Like, okay, now he's feeding Cruise. He went last. And Reiner said,
I can understand why.
The last one was just as powerful as the first one.
Yeah. And also, it's like, and that last one, it's like he's also had some time to. We know he did the work.
Yeah,
we know he's ready for it.
Yeah.
But it gave him some time to kind of sit in it. And I'm pretty sure if they had it in reverse, it would have still been just as powerful. But there are other things that in that process that he was able to pull that he wasn't aware of until that last take. But that's the beauty of what we do. It's like every opportunity we get to do it informs the very next moment.
Yeah. And I think that's a great note to end on, Gilbert. You just gave a great tip. Like, hey, don't always be in a rush of going first, because remember, if the camera's on the other person and you're off camera, that's an opportunity to rehearse while they're shooting and experiment and a little bit. And so, yeah. And then maybe the other guy's going to appreciate that. And then he'll be there present for you 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man.
Oh, man. My pleasure.
If you're interested in classes, seminars, or private coaching, you can visit the website. Hope to see you in the gym soon.
thecinemagym.com for virtual one-on-one coaching for camera.